Alright, hey guys, remember CCG back in the video. In this video, I'm going to be bringing you guys the Superheavy Samurai Deck profile post-June ban list. And with the new ban list, Superheavy Samurai Scarecrow got hit, and that was such an integral card for the deck. You can see it's right here. It got banned, and it was a one-card link that just made it a lot easier to do combos with this deck, as you guys might have seen. There's still a lot of combos that you can still do with this deck, so I'm going to definitely show you guys after this video, but let's get started here. I run 2 copies of Therian King Regulus. It's just an Omni Negate that's powerful for machines, and it's searchable with the new Exceed monsters we're running here. 3 copies of the Monk. Monk is just great to complement Wakashi, and since you're using Wakashi as integral for a lot of combos, you definitely want to have 3 of the Monks. 3 Wagon. Wagon's also very powerful, and you can do a lot of things using it. I've seen plays where people run a Brick Pendulum monster in order to do it, and I just didn't want to run that brick monster just because you don't really want to have any more bricks with this deck. You just want to keep it as efficient as possible, but if you want to, then definitely consider running that other Super Heavy Samurai Pendulum monster. Then I have 3 copies of Super Heavy Samurai Soul Piercer. This card is still amazing, it's still very powerful, and yeah, it's not a hard once per turn at all, so you're just able to continuously search things out. Very strong card. 3 copies of Wakashi. This card is more important than ever. This is going to be the main card you're going to use for 1-card combos, and yeah, it's still very powerful. It's definitely a 3 of. 3 copies of Super Samurai Bike. This card's able to do a lot, being able to not only search, but serve as a target for Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon, and then it makes it easy to go into Baron. It's just a really good card that you want to have 3 copies of. 2 copies of Soul Peacemaker, because you can do quite a bit of combos using this card. So I've decided to bump it up to 2 copies. 2 copies of Scales. I decided to cut 1 out of this because you can already see I have 41 cards in the deck. You're definitely going to have to see what to cut out if you want to cut out to make it a perfect 40. But I decided to just keep it at 41. Decided that this was pretty good on its own. 1 copy of Soul Claw. Soul Claw is pretty nice. It's going to be an actual target for our Ancient Gear toolbox here, which could be interesting if we already drew our Tunneler, or maybe we don't want to get it out for some reason. Then Soul Claw is actually a valid target. Super Heavy Samurai Stealthy is very powerful because it's able to special summon itself out. And then the fun thing about it is that you're actually able to tribute it in order to target a spell or trap in your opponent's grave and set it to your field. So that could be relevant and that could be interesting. It can create for an interesting play, but if not, you're just able to search this card out, special summon it out, and then use it for whatever you may want to. 1 copy of Super Heavy Samurai Sogai Booster. So this card's pretty nice. You're able to special summon it out pretty easily, just being able to attach it and then unattach in order to do this. And it's a low 4, so it makes it easy for rank 4s, and for that reason it's nice. Now we run the Infinite Track Tunneler and Ancient Gearbox. Being able to search out Ancient Gearbox through the Link monster makes it so that you can search out Tunneler. And then Tunneler, once you can get this card out, being able to recycle 5 of your Earth Machines in your grave in order to draw 2, which is very powerful, very easy. And yeah, you're going to see a lot of combos that use this card here. 3 copies of Nibiru. So this is, you're gonna see the deck is not like hand trap heavy. So 3 Nibs, 3 Ash, 3 Ghost Ogre, 3 Droll, and 3 Effect Veiler. So you just want to make sure you have a lot of hand traps to slow down your opponent, and that's gonna be your way of kind of making up for not having the Scarecrow. Just setting up your board as strong as you can, and then protecting yourself this way. And before I go to the extra deck, if you guys are enjoying the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get started here. So I run 1 copy of the Super Samurai Brave Masurao. So this card is really great. It's gonna give you the ability to draw some cards, protecting your Super Heavy Samurai monsters, and it's still a good boss monster that you can go into. You're not gonna go into it a lot, but I think it's nice to have the option. Baron is a great Omni Negate that's pretty easy to go into for this deck. Susanoo, it's going to be hard to make an argument for going into this over Baron the Floor, but I think it's a great option just in case you want to take a spell or trap that might be devastating from taking from your opponent, like taking a Raigeki or a Heartbeast Feather Duster or something. Borreload's Savage Dragon. You go into Link monsters a lot, so being able to go into those links and then go into Borreload makes it really nice, makes it super easy here. XL Synchro Stardust Dragon, as I covered before, you can summon out Samurai Bike and then go into your level 10 Baron. Then Tilting Entrainment. So this card is really nice, being able to special summon a low 4 Lower Pendulum monster from your hand or face up from your extra deck. So the main target that you're going to use for that is Wakashi. And then we have Zeus. Zeus here is because we have a bunch of Exceeds, as you can see. Then I run 1 copy of Gigantic Champion Sargus and the Spriggan Merrymaker. So this just makes it so we have 2 ways of going into this guy. So we can either go into a rank 4 and then rank up to this, or just hard summon this guy. And from there, we can just search out our Arthurian King Regulus. So very easy, and Regulus we've already seen is a very powerful card. So being able to search that out is really nice. Baguskin in case we don't have anything good. Girgaigan X, so search up an extender. Appaloosa above the goddess, because you can actually get it with decent materials and set up a really good board, as you're going to see in the combos. Cleave for Genius. This card works as a really good extender, because if you're able to pendulum summon into this, then that's great. You can search something out. And then Ancient Gear Ballista is actually what's going to let us go search out our Ancient Gear box. And then for the side here, our cards are considered running, but don't run. Arthurian King Regulus, just a third copy, but I decided I don't need it because you can search it out. The Big Banky, I used to have it in my other deck. I thought it was fun as a way to synergize with the Monk, but right now you just don't want to run any bricks because of losing Scarecrow. It's too much of a cost that we just don't want to run that risk. The third scales, I think 2 is fine. Soul Horns doesn't really do enough to justify it being here. Not the same way that Soul Gaia Booster can, as you can use that as an exceed. The 2 Synchro monsters here, I think they're solid. They're just not worth, because the extra deck's kind of tight right now. Exoskull Talker, it could be a decent addition if you want to get rid of one of these Super Heavy Samurai monsters that you don't necessarily need or want. That could be a great way of doing so. And then Super Heavy Samurai Scarecrow is the one that was banned, which sucks, but we will go through it and you guys will see the combos. You can still play with this deck. You can still do quite a bit with this deck. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.